Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Port Royal. Looking at my hunting convoy, which, if I'm not mistaken, no, I'm not mistaken, is looking for another captain. And with that, oh, I never did this. Ha! This one had picked up a load of goodies, which I apparently completely forgot about. That one is waiting for a new captain. So is he. So, yes, what we're going to do today is the same thing I've been doing in the past weeks. Expanding the trade empire, looking for new captains, and apparently I have 2 trading fleets ready and waiting for a captain. This one is not even close. So that's at least something I have to work with, and I need to set up some more routes, in particular picking up Trinidad, Eva Calista and Nombre de Dios. I will have to check for the cities I have my warehouses in, for them to build some more business and more houses, because I really need to improve the amount of wheat and vegetables, apparently. Hemp too, most likely, so I can actually start working at getting everything well fed. So let's start from top to bottom. If I'm not mistaken, I was having the wheat farm is having one and the fruit farm is having one. And am I able to build? Yes, I am. So I'm going to add another fruit farm right away. And at some point I will have to start buying the rum and rope making industries here and convert those from this area to that area. I have no idea how much rum I actually have in stock. 42. There's something wrong. Because why would my convoy... Ah, right. I think I know why. But that's of no use anymore. I had set that number because I was planning a wedding with the daughter of the local governor. But since I wasn't able to get the items for the wedding here on time. She called it off. She's also gone now. The only way for me to get a governor back is to actually attack the city, conquer it in name of another country, and then have a new governor, and then later conquer it again for the Dutch. Yeah, that's not something. I had that one still open. Okay. Not yet. But what I forgot, I lack workers. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's not really a problem, because he's going to pick it up anyway. But yeah, so this problem is solved now. I'm able to pick up all the rum. For Pete's sake. I'm able to pick up all the rum. And I'm going to sell off all that meat. So this was probably also one of the reasons why I was making a loss for a while. I'm stockpiling goods here, which didn't need to be stockpiled anymore. Can't transport. No, never mind. Less. Never mind. So, next. No food production here, so I'll leave it be for the time being. Aren't any messages. There's plenty of grain. I'm lacking fruit though, so. But yep, that makes sense. And given that I'm going to expand my fruit and wheat production, things will be okay. I am having far too many spices, wine, so I can cut that down. Just need to figure out which convoy it is. Manzanillo, Isabella. Isabella. Edit. That's okay for the time being. Just left, okay. So that will drop on this. Then we have Andros. On his town status. Right. Yeah, it had an attack, so that explains. There isn't much I can do here right now, other as bringing in some goods, which I was already doing. But this one is producing grain. And yeah, that isn't going the way it should. Or at least not yet. I need people. And I don't have the goods yet, so we have to wait a bit. but over time it's going to get better. Not enough living space. Now that's something I could solve if I was actually having a permit there. I don't have it yet. What is Nassau fruit? So let's check here. No messages. It looks like wheat is doing fine for the time being. So is fruit. But I can start setting up that production. Cloth is doing okay. Hemp, however, isn't, and I don't have anything stored here, so I will do this first. At some point I do want to set up that industry. And Grand Bahama, only 2. 25, so I don't have enough hemp. That's interesting, because currently it's only here. I don't have the goods to build to start producing hemp. Isabella doesn't have it. Kibara has. Tortuga doesn't. So Nessa doesn't. Got enough sugar here, so I have to adjust this route as well. So I have to expand to a town producing hemp. And I don't have that many choices for that. But for safety, the only one that does have it is Andros or Gibara. So I have to expand to city I plan to conquer later. That's not exactly what I hoped for. But okay. Well, let's see if I'm able to get a hemp. I can't build anything yet. So what I'm going to do is pick up the wheat, the cotton, the hemp and the tobacco here, and I've set everything to be sold, but the wood will remain at 60. I won't pick it up yet. I can do that later at some point when I'm running short on wood, but at the moment I'm not. So the first step with that would actually be to buy up sawmills from the AI or build one myself and later buy one up, but making sure that there's always a flow going. So wood and bricks are set at 60 because I will need 60 of those to build one or two industries or one or two houses. Cotton and hemp makes sense. I will need those. And the tools are set at a minimum of 30 because over time, if I start producing tobacco here, I will need the tools for tobacco. So always making sure I have 30 in stock will also make sure that my tobacco production will continue. So that's what I'm going to do for now. There isn't anything else yet. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Only thing I need to do is take this one and edit Ibarra, unload and load from and to and from the warehouse. And this probably means that I have to start picking up less here. So let's cut that down to 2. Not this. Let's see what happens. This can be cut down to 5, I think. And let's just see what happens. Supplying so much coffee and dyes that it actually runs very smoothly here. It looks like I'm also being the only one supplying the spices and iron goods. So that's going well. Still at war with the Dutch and the French. I'm not going to deal with that. Now, with that done, I had a lot of spices and wine here. Small adjustments. Let's see what. Still won't sell it, but never mind. So 20 minutes, and what have I done? Well, some move orders and some move orders uh, added one building permit. Hang on. One captain. Basically the same, except a little bit better in sea
People surely
battles.
want to hear about Sir Walter Raleigh, one of the most dazzling figures in a
Sure.
list of explorers and conquerors that included many other colourful characters, was the English writer and adventurer Sir Walter Raleigh, approximately 1554 to 1618. He first came to prominence in 1580 when he defeated an uprising by Irish rebels opposed to the English occupation. He became a favourite of Queen Elizabeth I and used his influence to finance an expedition to find the legendary city of El Dorado in South America. Despite the total failure of several expeditions to find anything of value, he managed to retain the support of his financial backers in London by using his unique powers of persuasion. He gave them to believe that the final prize always lay just beyond the next estuary, and that he could not possibly give up now. Nevertheless, his credit eventually came to an end. Too often, people had listened to his lofty promises only to find out later on that they were nothing but hot air. Raleigh finally fell from grace with Elizabeth. Her successor, James I, saw this hot-blooded adventurer as a threat to his more moderate foreign policy, and had him arrested on very weak grounds and sentenced to death as soon as he came to power. His sentence was commuted. Mind you, it was not lifted, and Raleigh was imprisoned in the Tower of London. Years later, when the state of the country's finances persuaded the king that it was necessary, he gave Sir Walter Raleigh permission to lead another expedition to Guyana. This was an absurd situation, giving a man who was himself sentenced to death the authority over the life and death of others and sending him off in search of gold. However, this contradiction resolved itself relatively soon afterwards, for Raleigh, by now racked with fever, lived to see his final expedition end in failure. On his return to England, the furious king decided that Raleigh's stay of execution, decreed in 1603, should now come to an end. So Walter Raleigh was executed shortly afterwards.
And that little history lesson gave me the opportunity to get some medicine because I got a terrible headache at the moment. So hopefully things are going better for me. And hopefully you didn't mind the big silence. If you did, you probably signed off or moved forward. Anyway, news, because we had a bang. Blake in Cat Island. That means they need more wood and more garments, which is nice. Stay Bonnet. Yeah, I still need to deal with him. So that's something that needs to be done soon. and still looking for better captains. It's amazing how hard those are to be found every once in a while. Still looking for those artifacts, which is also something that's really amazing. Nothing yet. As you can see, tools is really the biggest problem. So it's 3 convoys I would like to add. Trinidad, because yeah, hemp, that's why, and grain. Cayman, because of the cocoa, and Evangelista, or Lista, I don't know, also for the hemp. Cayman is actually the one I want to focus at first because it gives me some more cocoa, which can be very nice to have nearby. Don't even have to look for Manzanillo because so many ships there. If there was an artifact, I should have seen it a long time ago. Still a double one. Every once in a while I need to check here. I really need to boost my grain production. It's likely that any grain I still don't have the people. That explains. That explains. I'm simply not having the crew, the workers. I'm simply lacking the workers. Okay. I also think that the ship's doing let me think. Everything visiting here still in, but everything visiting tobacco can be taken out. And do I have a convoy for that? No, I don't think so. Coffee, cocoa, colonial goods and coffee. And colonial goods and coffee. Havana, Tampa. No, not this one. Santiago, Trinidad, Cayman. Eva Calista, Nombre de Dios. And then it heads to Belize. So that's only a little bit of the Puerto Cabello, and then back to Manzanillo. The other one is doing coffee and cocoa, which means this part. So I don't have one which is technically doing only dye and tobacco roots yet. It's picking it up in the end. I might as well leave it. Okay, I might as well leave it. Finances are going okay now. Slowly going up. Have any map? No. Thank you. Mine's Tortuga. Manzanillo. Tortuga. What's wrong with you? Slowly getting full. It looks like for some reason it's not unloading all of the tobacco. Also, it's a flute. I'm going to replace this one by one of the other ships. Um, where is it? Ah, never mind. I'm going to give it a military corvette. Take the flute out. And done. This should solve it. Port-au-Prince, same problem? Yep. No tobacco. Unloading all the tobacco. Yeah, I said it in previous episode. I should check my trading routes to see if everything is okay, and I didn't. And this is the result. I will also use this convoy to start picking up settlers. Yeah. I don't get it though. It's not unloading the tobacco. Well, we'll see what happens next. Wrong list. Trading routes. Again? Tampa convoy having the same problem. I don't know how long it takes for that log to upgrade, so I guess I have to check it at some point again to see if everything's working okay. That's about time. Yeah, buddy, but I'm suffering from a shortage of wheat as well. Oh, I've got something. At least for the time being, because I'm also lacking workers a lot. But things are progressing. Finally, things are going better without using all the tricks of capturing ships and selling off guns and ammunition and whatever to make a profit. I'm making a profit from trading right now. I think the problem is, for some reason, tobacco. I don't know why, but it's a bit weird to see that each and every ship having a problem with the trading routes is actually being the one transporting tobacco. Fort Caroline, Santiago, Santo Domingo. Tobacco. Let's just see what happens with this one. It's possible that the game gives that message because I'm dropping off and picking up the passengers in Manzanillo. It's possible, but we'll see. Tobacco again. It's weird. Really weird. It should log as normal now. So don't know what the problem is with the Fort Caroline convoy. I think I have a bugged load of. That's another option. That I have a bugged amount of tobacco for whatever reason. Because this one is full too with tobacco. It simply won't unload the tobacco in Manzanillo for whatever reason. Well, it's set to maximum. But the silly thing is, it's also not unloading the tobacco in the city. As you can see, each and every ship with tobacco will get a problem at some point. This is going to cost me a lot of money and a lot of time, but I'm going to dump all tobacco in Turks Islands at the moment. Because each and every convoy transporting it seems to be bugged. Not you. So I want to make sure that all my convoys with tobacco are actually completely clean. That also means that all the tobacco I have over here will be shipped to Turks Islands. Wait, is that a good idea? Yeah, I have the room for it. It also means the convoys from to and from Turks Islands won't need to bring tobacco for quite some time. Hopefully, when that's done, everything will working the way it should. Because if it isn't, I have to delete the entire trading route and start it all over again. It's the first time I have this happening actually. See, 2 left. I just need to remind myself that I can't pick up any tobacco from Tortuga for the time being. Jokes Islands. This explains why I was making such a loss. Losing all that money because a bug. To make sure that it won't happen again. Oh wait, there's no need to do that. I will simply sell everything at a loss. Oh, this looks, yeah. Bingo. There's no need to transfer to the warehouse. I can simply transfer to town. So I've lost about almost 1,000 tobacco because of that bug. And while I was there, let's see, Captain Quality, double one. There's a daughter. Not going to do anything yet. 521. And the trading flute. Ah, accept. Right. Should I go for Nombre de Dios or Cayman first? Evangelista, Trinidad, Nombre de Dios. I got 4 convoys to do. Two of those will end up in cities having a terrible venom. I'm heading out for Cayman. Even if it has that problem, I will be able to deal with it at some point. Sea charts, Manzanillo, Cayman. Unload. Everything loads. Fruit, wood, sugar, cotton, and most of all, cocoa. Oh, and settlers. So fruit, wood, cotton, sugar, unload. Everything in the warehouse loads. Grain, bricks, corn, hemp, meat, garment, rope, rum, coffee, no cocoa, dye, tobacco, and the usual. Import goods, and that's it. Active. Load save. Done. Cayman. What is Evangelista offering? Hemp. And hemp. Fruit, bricks, cotton, hemp, tobacco. Fruit, wood, cotton, hemp, and tobacco. I need bricks more as wood. So we're going to number the deals first. Oh, and Trinidad. Wheat. I'm going to Trinidad first. Simply because it's going to be beneficial for my food production. Hey, why didn't you pick any of the settlers up? Because it's not full. That's why. to Trinidad with a normal. To do that with a normal flute instead of a trading flute. Never mind. He is having a flute. Um, wheat, bricks, cotton, hemp, tobacco, and settlers. Wheat, bricks, cotton, hemp, tobacco. Yeah, right. Again. Now I'm doing Trinidad, but I thought I had Cayman in mind. This is what a headache does to me. Ah, well, could be worse. I'm not sick in bed, so could be a lot worse. Let's see how things are going now, if we have any problem with the trading goods. Tortuga, still having a problem. Isabella having a problem. So, Tortuga and Isabella. Let's see what's stuck and why. I think I know. One at a time, otherwise things will be really messy. I don't believe it. Once again, tobacco. What is it with the damn tobacco? This game simply doesn't want to deal with. Then Isabella may be the same reason. For some reason it simply doesn't want to unload. I had all that tobacco still in stock, I would have sent it to France and yeah, made a very nice deal out of it. Nassau, problem. Charlestown, problem. And I guess it's still tobacco. Edit. Manzanillo. Unload. Tobacco. Going to do something else. Let's see what happens. Edit. Manzanillo. Unload. It's only one ship, so it should list as 250. But for some reason it doesn't. I am selling everything. So he's got his hideout up here. Thank you. One convoy, free ship to... Right. Thank you. Gonna take him out soon. Let the captain. So, Charlestown. Still got all the woods. That's weird. So the problem with this one isn't the tobacco. Wood prices, yep. Grand Bahama. And that's all. Trinidad. I think I better start working with numbers instead of setting it to maximum. Problem really is the cocoa, tobacco. For some reason, doesn't want to unload tobacco back in the warehouse. But considering we did close to an hour and a half, which is a lot more as I was planning to do, I think I'm going to call it a day right now. I have a lot of trading routes to check, that's for sure. And that's going to take me quite some work for the time being, because every trading route needs the tobacco being set to 2500 to make sure that it's unloading in both stops. So we'll see what happens. I will do that in offline mode. Next week everything is working well. So with that in mind, thanks for watching. I hope you've been enjoying it. And as always, I hope to see you next week. Stay safe. Goodbye.